I think it was a great team win for us. Scott gave us a great start to the game. Overcame a lot of adversity, I thought, with the delay. I wasn't sure how that was going to go with the 1-2 count on the hitter with man at second base, and again we felt very comfortable with Scott and his pitch count. But again, we were able to add some runs the bottom half of the seventh and come out with a really big victory for us.
Thank you very much, Coach. Just questions to student athletes now.
Scott, could you just talk about being forced out of the game and in that sort of situation with this guy that really didn't ever get too bad in this area?
Yeah, it's tough getting taken out of the game in a spot like that, especially in the middle of an at-bat. But if it didn't last very long, I was confident I was going to go back out there. And I mean, with what happened, with Sean coming in, I was fully confident in him getting the job done. So.
And a question for the student athletes: how do you move forward after a taste of victory and then move forward to tomorrow?
Just can't be satisfied. You know, this is like Coach has been saying all along the way. This is just a stop, like a road trip in our journey. So we're just can't be satisfied. We've got to come out tomorrow with the same intensity, swing the bats like we did, and throw the ball like we did today too.
We played our game today. It was a better approach than last night. I think it really showed the character of our team bouncing back from that loss last night. A tough loss, late night, early morning, quick turnaround, but you know we got it done playing our game, small ball, defense, pitching.
For Brian and Daniel both, maybe just talk about you guys getting used to the 2-hour delay here. Is that sort of becoming a thing for this regional?
I don't know if you could ever get used to it, but it's definitely something we've kind of figured out in the past 3 weeks, especially. We've had. Can't tell you the last game we've had played straight through without any weather issues. It seems like it's been a while. So, I mean, you just gotta stay focused, find a way to stay focused, and stay locked in.
More questions for the student athletes? Fellas, thank you very much. We'll get more questions. Head coach here.
Coach, is it a little bit frustrating at all to have these delays come up? I mean, I know it's about the safety of the players, but to be able to look outside and not really, you know, I think you probably could have played through that game. You think?
Yeah, I think so. But again, obviously, you got to think of the safety of the student athletes, and it's part of it. You know, baseball is one of those games. Again, you know, unlike a lot of other sports, you can't play through rain, you can't play through snow, and you know, obviously a lot of outside sports don't play through lightning. So you have to get used to the stops. I mean, it just, not that you practice them in practice, but sometimes it happens in practice. The other day, we're gonna have a quick BP and go get something to eat. We're out there, lightning was within 8 miles. Our trainer has an app on her phone. We shut it down, we sat in the dugout for half an hour. It was very, very similar today. We go back out there, we start trying to take BP, and then it rained. And then, and we weren't going to pull a tarp on, and then we had to get the turf out to dry the field out so we could finish our BP. So we were going to go out from noon to about 2. We ended up getting done about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And I know the guys were hungry because I was hungry. So it's not that you consciously practice it, but it happens.
Coach, how did the contingent from Xavier coming down to support you guys help?
Oh, that's huge. Again, that's really what it's all about. You know, obviously you want to win, but it's the relationships you build, the support, and again, we're starting to get a pretty good following, and a lot of former players. It brings a lot of pride to you to have those former players and friends and come down to support you.
I know losing that first game is critical in terms of winning. You need 4 in 3 days, but now you're down to 3 and 2. How do you keep the guys focused on just one game at a time when it's such an enormous task to get through there?
You know, our guys are pretty locked in. I got a special group. You know, it's again pretty emotional about it, just for the fact they like being around them. They like being around each other. You know, we got great leadership. The guys play hard. Never had to get them all year about effort. You know, they always bring effort and energy. You know, part of the speech on the bus is let's don't let this thing end. You know, and so I think they'll be ready. You know, again, you know, we're going to give it our best shot. You know, again, it's a great group. They're locked in. You know, you felt it a lot. You know, that last weekend at Coney Island, there's a determination, a perseverance you just can't describe. And you know, they believe, and so it's going to be interesting. It really is. Our guys, you know, just kind of like what Brian was saying. It was a late night. You know, we ate pizza. We were thinking we were going to get home, get a good dinner. We ate pizza. We got home. The pizza was cold. They forgot the soda. So you know, and you know, we're getting our loops done, and they're walking through the hallway, and you just hear them. Hey, we'll get it tomorrow. We'll get it tomorrow. And you know, it's a never die attitude they have. And I think a lot of it has to do with they just like being around each other, and just competing.
2 more questions right here.
Not that you get a choice in it, but would you prefer to see Vanderbilt again, or do you prefer to see Oregon, somebody you haven't seen? I mean, does the familiarity help? Or?
The only reason I want to play Oregon would be, you know, again, you're here in a regional with 3 legends, and you know, you get to play against Coach Corbin. You know, it's really the first time I've met Coach Leggett, and again, he's an unbelievable guy. Does an unbelievable job with his program. And so does Coach Horton. And so I would like to play, you know, Oregon next. But you know, quite honestly, it doesn't matter. You know, the familiarity, all that stuff. It's you know, it's baseball, and we just want to keep playing. That's the beauty of it. We said in the dugout, we're living for another day. We just want to play. But again, at some point, we got to beat both of them at some point in time. So it doesn't matter.
One more question.
Last question for Coach. Was the post-game celebration happening for X?
You know, I'm not sure. Not sure yet. Yeah, it will be. I think again, you know, we go back to the hotel, and you know, again, we have a lot of parents here. So again, if they want to go out to eat with their folks, they can do that. You know, we'll probably just take them right across the street. I think there's a No Charlie's or something like that. Grab a bite, and then you know, get some rest and get ready to go tomorrow.